Well, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Rapido Trains has released some commuter cars. These are bi-level commuter cars in Caltrain scheme. We're going to take a look at what you get in the box with these. This is a 3-pack set, as you can see here, in its own box. There are the Go Transit ones there on the front. But these are the Caltrains, so we'll take a look at what you get with the Caltrain, starting right now. So here are the bi-level commuter cars, Caltrain, in the 3-pack. So obviously it's just a sleeve. We'll slide one out. This is what it looks like on the front, and we'll get this unboxed as an example for the unboxing. Got a flap at the end here, and a little hard to get a hold of. Plastic. And a whole bunch of paperwork, so we'll take a look at that. Static clean going on there. Parts diagram shows you just how many parts are involved. 103 listed on this locomotive. This passenger car, I should say. Bi-level commuter car. Also talks about the lighting. You can pause any of that you want to read. And some Rapido stickers as well. Alright, I kind of pulled it out of the box upside down, but now it's right side up. You slide the clear plastic sleeve inside. You've got some, looks like a bell for the cab end. There is a magnetic wand which controls the lighting. And then the cab car itself, wrapped in soft plastic. And it looks like it might be bundled up here, so we're going to have to slide that out. Very, very nice initial look at that, but we'll zoom in and take a closer look. So the 3-car sets, this specific one has 2 coaches in the cab car. This is the cab car, very easily distinguishable because on the end here you have everything you need to manage through a grade crossing. There are horns, I should say. Up top here you've got that bell that you can put on, and then there's lighting. The lighting is through the magnetic wand. It talks about if you want to do DCC decoders, they give you some details on how to do that. But you've got windshield wipers there for the cab, wind deflectors or side mirrors, I'm not sure here. There's the magnetic wand, or glide hand I should say, on the metal coupler. You've got a little pilot there, diaphragm, and as you work your way down, antenna up there on the roof. Window gasket detail. Got your door, a lot of print, fine print we can zoom in on. Caltrain, it is legible. Talking about bicycles there, I believe, bike car, so riders can bring their bikes on or whatever. You can see all that window gasket detail. There's also interior detail as well that Rapido really excels at. That's going to be something we can't really take a look at except for through the windows. And on the other side you've got some venting on the roof there. It's also on the first side, some separately applied grabs. And as we turn it to the end here, we've got the end diaphragms as well. So that covers a lot of the detail on these. Definitely not my realm of expertise. But I do know one thing. When you turn a Rapido car on its side, you're going to see some detail as well. One thing that sticks out is that appears to be etched metal, but definitely see-through walkway. Kind of a step for the door, and all of the underbody bracing and such, and underbody brake rigging, and your wheels for the car as well. So these wheels are very specific to the commuter cars. If you look closely, there's like a more robust kind of braking mechanism attached to one wheel, brake rotor attached to one wheel, where the other wheel is just a metal wheel. But these are specific wheels to the commuter cars, and they're not just thrown on from any old, HO scale wheel set item. Roof detail, I'm now looking at the coach and not the cab car. You can see there's no horn or any lighting or anything on this car, but you do see there on the top, I don't know what I did with my pointer, the little escape hatch cutouts that help emergency crews find an escape hatch in case the car is actually oriented on its side, like in this model here. But the actual cab car, or coach I should say, is different from the cab car, mostly in that roof detail. A lot of the same other details that we covered apply to the coaches. All right, we'll take a quick look at the scale here so you guys can see how much they weigh, in case you're curious. Cab car is probably going to weigh maybe slightly more. 7.5 ounces, 213 grams. I bet you this is probably the same. I don't think those detail parts, a little bit, half an ounce difference in the coach compared to the cab car. So there's a slight difference there in weight. All right, these are pretty free rolling. I don't think you're going to have any problem. You see these in consists of 6 to 8 cars, depending on the road and all that. Very rarely more. But the smoothness of the operation, or just the wheels, is good. Body wobble, pretty good. You don't see continual wobble. It's going to go for a second and then stop, so it's not going to wobble like crazy. Just to show you how these are supposed to operate. So the cab car is not powered or anything. There's a prime mover on the other end of the train so that it can go back and forth without having to do a turnaround. And that cab car in that situation is going to operate as the front of the train, and the horn's going to blow. You're going to have a bell and lighting. Again, the only lighting that's installed in these is interior lighting controlled by the wand with a default of on. But overall, this end of this cab car is going to be the front of the train in that situation, and crews are going to be on that end of the train to navigate through grade crossings with the prime mover on the opposite end. So that's how the cab car would operate. I'm going to show you this in the dark so you can see the interior details a little bit and how the lighting looks. All right, first thing you'll notice is marker lighting on the end, 2 red lights illuminated, and then you have all your interior lighting. As we look from a further away viewpoint, we'll now zoom in. One thing you'll notice when we move these, you don't have flicker, so that's good. That means there's some sort of capacitance or something preventing flicker with these cars. But if you look at the detail, Rapido is well known for this. Very, very highly detailed interiors, accurate to the prototype. So as you can see there, that is about as good of a look as you're going to get on video of an interior view of these cars. So bottom level seating, top level seating. They've even cut the seats out from the plastic molds or whatever you want to call it. They've designed the seats to be accurate for what they look like on these commuter cars. So really cool features of this train. It looks really good. Because we test how these cars are advertised to operate in the review, I'm using a magnetic wand now to turn this on and off, and it's operating properly. Use a light to show you that. So trigger in the center, that turns the lighting on and off. So that turns everything off except for the marker lights on the end. So the marker lights on the end do stay illuminated even though the interior light is off. And then there may be, thought there might be a separate switch for that, but maybe not. I'm not sure about that, but those marker lights are staying illuminated. So That is how the magnetic wand works. Well, that's going to wrap up our look at these HO scale bi-level commuter cars by Rapido. I'll leave you with a run by, but we're going to have to pretend that UP has to fill in for power due to a Caltrain breakdown or something. So we'll leave you with a run by here in a rural setting. It's probably not too terribly accurate, but we'll see you next time right here on the channel. Take care.